Hello and welcome back. This is going to be the end of June garden tour, and it's going to be a pretty brief one because honestly, in the triple digits, we don't have much going on right now. I pulled a bunch of the stuff in the garden in my last video, if you guys saw that a couple days ago, but still, nothing growing on this dang trellis. I just can't get it to work. Maybe this fall. On my 1800th attempt, we have some beans right here that were supposed to climb up this trellis that I don't know if they're going to make it because this bed's not irrigated. We also have some Malabar spinach, hopefully to do the same thing, but I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Guys, I don't know what this is. I thought this was a bean plant, but I don't know. Do bean plants have these? I don't know. These are bean plants and it doesn't look the same. Anyways, this just popped up, so who knows what it is. We'll find out together. Got some flowers. This bed had the carrots and celery here. That was all taken out. We've got some sunflowers trying to hold on. Still pretty. We have a gray zucchini right here. It's tipped over because I was planning on putting it up a stake. So I tipped it. And I think most of these fruits need to come off because it looks like they have blossom and rot. This was covered, so they probably weren't getting pollinated, so that could be a pollination issue. This is our hot pepper bed, which now only homes one hot pepper. Just prepping the beds, getting them ready for the next go around. Nothing back there. This is our next project, which is putting all this stuff away. We do have a cucumber. That is the most we've gotten a cucumber to grow all year. So Armenian long cucumber, so hopefully it will come up this trellis. On this side, we've got some basil and two, what are these? Birds of paradise. I just popped them in there. I cut off the leaves that look the worst. I just put this water irrigation in this bed, so it's now getting water. This bed didn't have irrigation, so it's looking a lot better now that I have irrigation in that bed. Normally I would walk through here, but I can't do that. So we'll take a look at this bean bed. This is the first bed you see when you come in. This was supposed to be bush beans. The label said bush beans. I was very specific when looking for the beans because I don't have a trellising system on this bed. These do not look like bush beans to me. They are so intertwined. I don't even know if they're going to produce. Look at this. They're like twisted all over each other. So we'll see. I don't even know that if they do produce, I'm going to be able to get in here and find any dang beans. I don't know. We've got some flowers. So we'll see. So there's that bed. We had the tomatoes back here with the tomatillos and the Mexican sunflower, and I took that out if you saw in the last video. I'm going to put this area to rest for a while because there's no irrigation up here, and in triple digits it's just not realistic for me to come out here and water that as often as it's going to need it. So to relieve some stress on myself after just having the baby, and also I guess I don't know, not having to look at the dying plants, I'm going to put that to rest and focus on the beds that have irrigation. This one is another empty bed, it looks like. In the last video, I pulled out all the sweet peppers in here. This bed is not irrigated, so this solely relies on me coming out and watering it. And they went quite a few days without water in triple digits, and and didn't make it. So instead of just looking at the dead plants, I've decided to reset it. I do have new pepper plants inside, seedlings that I started that will take this place, this space, and there'll be more than just peppers in here. I explained that in the last video. I want to kind of mix multiple things into one bed instead of just having each bed have its own thing, like sweet pepper bed, hot pepper bed. I want to have things all mixed in and kind of make it, I don't know, like a fun treasure hunt when you're harvesting. But right now we have some pole beans. I'm hoping that those make it. Go up that little trellis thing here. That's the watering grid that will go here. And eggplant and eggplant. So we'll see if I can keep that one alive. This bed, we've got some sunflowers. It's a lavender. I've never been able to keep lavender alive, so I don't know how that one's still living. But I don't know what kind of flower this is, but this one's still living as well. This is the bed that had the zucchini and squash before. We cleared those out. Those plants were done. We had these 4 posts in here because the plan was to grow the zucchini and squash up vertically. I didn't do that, and they took over the whole bed, which was fine. But since I have those posts there, I decided to put in some sunflowers. So I direct sowed some cherry chocolate sunflowers, and I will use those posts to kind of, I guess, stabilize them once they get big, because we'll have monsoon season here pretty soon. In these places that look empty, we have potatoes. It's not time in my area to plant potatoes, but I had sprouting potatoes in the kitchen, and they're definitely not going to grow anything if I just throw them away. So I just put them in since I had the space, and if we get potatoes, we get potatoes. If not, we didn't lose anything. Now, this area here, I have a terrible time with birds from that tree pulling out my seedlings. So that's what this situation is covering seedlings. My daughter, who doesn't show much interest in the garden, said, "Hey mom, can we grow some corn?" She doesn't even like to eat corn. I don't know if she saw it on a video or whatnot, but she asked if we could, and I had some corn. So I think I planted 16, and I think all but 2 have sprouted so far. You can see them in there. I'll wait till they're a bit bigger before I take these off so that the birds don't get them. But so this bed, like I said, I want to mix it up. Instead of just having one thing in a bed, we'll have sunflowers in here, lavender, corn, potatoes. I might even try and throw a pumpkin in the corner and let it kind of sprawl over here. We'll see how crazy I get. But that's what we have here. And then this bed is just like the other one. These are snapdragons that are not really making it. This is our zinnia growing in our worm bin. This came back from seeds that fell. I had zinnias in this bed last season. And this all had green beans and Malabar spinach. And it looks like we've got 2 Malabar spinach here. We'll see if they live. This bed and that bed are not irrigated. Back to the strawberry bed. Yesterday, I did put in Malabar spinach along this trellis here to grow up. So we'll see if we can get that going before the birds take it. But that's it, guys. Not a lot going on. Triple digits. Oh, we have our fig tree doing good. Got some figs on there, I think. But that's really it. Not a ton growing right now. We have stuff underground growing that we're kind of waiting to sprout, and I will be putting in some more seeds here in the next couple days. So by the next garden tour, we'll definitely have some more, but with these triple digits, I have to come out in the evening and utilize the time when the baby is napping. So that's it for the end of June garden tour. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or have suggestions for my space, definitely let me know. And let me know where you guys are gardening at and if you're having success in this heat. Until next time, guys.